Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a magical day, and thank you all so much for jumping in and taking the time to talk a little bit about, well, my daily trade review. Getting after it today. It's still midday. The market's still hustling away here. We had a massive pullback last Friday. Trump's like, "Hey, we're gonna do tariffs again," and a volatile reaction to say the least. And well, we're coming back, and last week we also seen GWH. They had a battery contract or something, and whole sector just went rapping. Lithium, batteries, rare earth metals, right? You kind of put those three together, and today that's continuing, and everything is just popping off. So wanted to jump on and kind of talk about what we had going on. So GWH again kicked this off last week, right? Where we had this nice little pop up, and then from $2 all the way up to $5, and it gets continuation in the afternoon, and then day two continuation coming in really, really strong here today. So this is absolutely phenomenal. Just kind of watching it, right? Missed out on it, didn't want to chase it, and we're gonna keep an eye on it, right? Because things get up in market cap that may not belong there, right? Typically we're always weighing the scales of value. Is it undervalued? Is it overvalued? Or is it at equilibrium? And again, that's a lot to do with how I trade. I look for a small market cap company with a low daily average that sees a catalyst, whether it be a theme or news, preferably news and theme, to drive that volume, which is going to be our relative volume compared to the low daily average, right? And then with that smaller market cap, that influx or the supply-demand imbalance, I guess you could think of it as, on the order book, is going to push stocks parabolic, right? So that's what we do, and eventually that runs out, right? So just because a chart looks bullish doesn't mean it's still bullish in my mind, right? Because we need to be thinking about what that company is worth. Because people say, "Oh, it's worth $9. Who cares? It could be worth 10 cents. It's about market cap, not stock price. It would be unlikely for a good stock to be a penny stock. We've seen it before though, right? So with that being said, setting the tone very much with that battery news from the other day. And then we'll jump over to our, that's on the bottom screen. Let me go ELBM. Okay, we'll go here to ELBM, which we are chilling. And, this was on theme, right? This is Battery Materials Corporation. Pops up this morning, just a massive retracement, which is brutal. But the volume is here, right? The volume doesn't really preside, and it maintains and consolidates on the 200 exponential moving average here, right? Like aggressively so. At which point, there's kind of like some whippets within the reversal, right? We get a reversal here, claiming the 200, breaks down, another reversal, rejects VWAP, but holds the 200, right? And then it doesn't reverse bearish again, at which point we reclaim VWAP and then retest trend, right? So anywhere here is like really good entries. It does break down into open. But as soon as the market opens, it's just green bar, green bar, green bar. We're taking our entry as soon as we can, and then just scalping it up, right? Because it's on theme. We've seen what GW did. We've seen what STI did as well, which is really cool. And then we're in this twice. We're in this morning, right on the news pop. What was the news here? They unveil advanced UPS battery systems tailored for AI data centers. Oh my God, they used the keywords. Battery systems, AI, data center? Stop it. Why don't you throw cancer in there as well? And that, it's that's how it works. I'm slapping it because I see the headline. I didn't even get into it. And all of the high frequency trading algorithms are slapping that as hard or harder than I am, right? So we get a nice, 1, 2, 3, potentially 4 if you got your scale out. I didn't. But then it retraces and holds the 200. And that's what we like to see. We like to see a movement and then come back and hold the 200, just like we did here, right? We've seen our movement, right? Our expansion, and then it breaks down, holds the 200, and then we can make another go at it, right? It's kind of the same pattern that we like to play. Done a little bit faster here, right? Didn't consolidate on the 200 as long. Rejects VWAP the first time, breaks through the second time, and then third time it becomes support here, right? So that was pretty nice. We also have the gap on the 1 day, which we reject immediately. Second push through, we're rejecting the CE or consequent encroachment of the gap. That's the 50% mark, just acting as a magnet or anchor point within the inefficiency of liquidity. And then it kind of breaks down, but holds the 200 again, right? Which is really good. And, I see the news, it's bullish. I'm already, scaled out at a 5-to-1. So no runners left. I want to get back into it, right? So we play with some profits, and then again, scalping up 1, 2, 3, 4. Just looking to get rid of that last 5% on our 5-to-1 trade. And then moving that stop loss up to the 200 accordingly. Anywho, what else we have? NAMM. Rare earth minerals here as well. Quick scalp, 1-to-1, 2-to-1. Doesn't get the 3-to-1, breaks down. Low market cap, right? And we have the movement this morning, breaks down, holds the 200. Exact same pattern. Imagine that. I feel like a broken record. I have such a simple trading style that anyone can replicate it, right? We don't get it all the way to our 5-to-1, unfortunately, but we take what we can get. When a theme is so hot, you'll see this. People will just start slapping low float theme sympathies, and they may not hold because it wasn't NAMM with the news; it was STI with the news, right? But the whole sector is going, and some of them may go better than others, and this is a really good example as to why we prefer to trade a stock with a catalyst, with something that drives the volume. So it doesn't just dry up, fade away, and it's gone forever. It's going to continue, and just like GWH, for multiple days, ideally, right? So this is chilling. We're going to keep this obviously on the back burner. We're going to watch it for maybe continuation in the rest of the week, right? It's only Monday. We've got a long way to go here. And the theme seems, like I said, really, really hot. NDRA. This was a crypto play, private placement, $6 a share. But people see the crypto and they're like, oh yeah, we got to have it, right? So, $6 all the way up to 15, which is crazy. I'm staying away from it because I can't stand when a company has dilution to enter a volatile crypto market, specifically if it's not a stable coin, right? Okay, you want to go long on Bitcoin with a cash reserve? Sure. You're going to dilute your company like 1,000-fold to enter a meme coin? Man, that's so disrespectful of a CEO to be doing to its shareholder base. Crazy, crazy stuff. Private placement. This is why I'm watching it, though, because sometimes those hit a little differently, right, than an at-the-money offering. $6 a share. We don't care to chase it when it's up at 15 when we know, they're only buying it for 6. And we'll see exactly where this ends up in a couple days here. And then VCIG up next. 70% increase in their revenue, which is aggressive, driven by AI, cybersecurity, and fintech with GPU cloud expansion. Wow. That's, hitting the algorithms here, but at the end of the day, it's not on theme, right? There's still a lot of things wrong with the company, even though revenue is up and you can put that in a headline with some keywords. That's great, right? Drive some liquidity and get your sales out. However, it doesn't amount to much, and it's not on theme, right? There's no rare earth metals here. There's no batteries here. It's womp, womp, womp. Speaking of things on theme, it's only midday. LITM getting some volume here, expanding upwards. Rare earth minerals, AQMS, same thing, low float, low daily average, on theme. The whole community is out and about to pump these things for potential multi-day, multi-week run. Last Santa rally, we seen quantum go bananas. Maybe this is this year's quantum. Food for thought. Let's see how it plays out. RR is chilling. We added this to our long-term portfolio. We've scaled out a little bit. Let's just ride those runners. What crazy dips on the market the other day. How's the S&P 500 doing? Oh, criminal. Trump announces tariffs. The market dies. They all buy calls. I'm certain of it. They all go super duper long. And then during the weekend, oh, just kidding. And then Monday gaps up. That's like the 5th time we've seen it. Wow. I don't know. The entire administration is going to be billionaires if they aren't already. We're just try to do our best to A, notice it, and B, position ourselves to take advantage of it into the future. So that's all I have for you today. We'll have that GameStop video out for you guys this afternoon or tomorrow morning. I'll try to get it out as early as possible. Thank you all for watching. Drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all again here tomorrow.